what's the major problem with life? It will end one day. As people, we live like what matters doesn't, and what doesn't does. A bit of explanation. You let your younger child or grandchild join any recreational league. Doesn't matter which one. They all have more requirements than many of the cults when it comes to their time commitments. We buy into things like this, believing that it matters how many games are won or lost, and that's somehow going to affect our children's well-being. It won't. But they will grow into high school and college believing the same myth, believing the score matters when 100 years from now it really doesn't. But we as adults act like it does. I'll tell you what matters: God and people. The time we give to each other will never be taken from us. But the time that I waste on things that don't matter, I can never get back. I'm struggling with some commitments that I've made. They are really good commitments, but they also take away from things that have a really greater value. Once I made those commitments, they've been really hard to get out of without hurting other people's feelings. No is a difficult word for me to say, but in order to say yes to important stuff, I have to say no to other things. Someday I will die, and I know that I have a lot less time to live than I've already lived. And when death comes, which it will, and I stand before God, will I be pleased with the stuff I've accumulated and with the time that I've spent and how I've spent it? I don't want to be like the writer of Ecclesiastes when it came to the end of his life. I want my life to have mattered for something. That means that I have to start making decisions today that reflect the values that I have chosen for myself.